headings or write down the heading journal entries. Akash, are you there, Nana? Has Akash joined the session?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Just take care of the attendance, and only 28 are there at 1:15. Janavi, have a look who have joined late.
Okay, ma'am.
Janavi, are you there? Yeah. Okay. So here we have done with the concept of accounting definition, accounting cycle, and then again 6H has left the meeting. We have even discussed about the concept of accounting principles, and accounting principles are classified into two. What are those? Accounting principles are classified into two. What are those?
Concepts and conventions.
Yeah, concepts and conventions. How many concepts are there?
8 concepts,
8
4 conventions.
And 4 conventions, isn't it? Now take down carefully, Nana, rules to pass the journal entries. I'll just dictate, take it down. We'll do the problems which I'll show on the monitor. Okay, rules are not written. I'll just dictate, write down all of you. Rules to pass the journal entries. Or we also say as rules governing for passing the journal entries, which are classified into 3 accounts. Write down the first heading. Personal account. First point, personal account. These are the accounts opened in the name of persons, firms, and companies with whom the firm deals. And the rule is, write in inverted commas now. And the rule is debit the receiver, credit the giver. Debit the receiver, credit the giver. Is it clear, Nana? This is the first type of account where we pass the journal entries. Now, can anyone tell what do you mean by journal entries? We have done with the cycle of journal entries. What do you mean by journal entries? What do you mean by journal entries? The first step in preparation of final accounts?
A process of recording the transactions.
Very good, Nana. Process of recording the transactions that do happen from when to when? One
financial year.
From
1st April to
31st March. Very good. From 1st April to 31st March, what all the transactions that happen in the business would be recorded. That is known as journalizing. And journalizing is nothing but recording the transactions. How are they recorded? Based on the rules or guidelines to pass the journal entries. Rules or guidelines to pass the journal entries are classified into 3 accounts, out of which the first one is personal account. Personal account is nothing but whenever we come across a company's name, a person's name, or a firm's name, then this rule will be applicable. What is the rule? Debit the receiver, credit the giver. And here always we pass the journal entries from company's point of view. Who is giving to the company and what is company giving to whom? So here we pass all the transactions. Nishita, is this time to join the class, Nana? So this is what the rule. And here, for example, rupees 5,000 cash received from Akash or received from A. So then what would be the entry? We are Nana's screen share cheyadaniki em ledhu. You just take down I will tell the problems. Once we start the problems, I'll share the screen. This is only the theory that I'm making you write the rules to or guidelines to pass the journal entries. Is it fine, Nana? 520 roll number. Okay, yeah. So here, rupees 5,000 received from Mr. A. So who is receiving? Company is receiving. Okay. And who is giving? A is giving. So what is the rule? Debit the receiver, credit the giver. What? So cash account debtor to A's account. We, as A is the giver, we are crediting A account, and what is coming? Cash is coming. Is that clear? Just take down example. Example, received rupees 5,000 cash from Mr. A. Example, received rupees 5,000 cash from Mr. A. Then the entry is cash account debtor to A's account 5,000. Okay, cash account debtor to A's account rupees 5,000. We are crediting the receiver. Sorry.
Ma'am, it is debiting the receiver.
Yeah, debiting the receiver. That's what I'm telling the reversal. So here, when the entry is received 5,000 from Mr. A. So credit the giver. So we are crediting the giver. Giver is A. Cash account debtor to A's account. Is that clear, Nana? All of you? This is regarding personal account. Personal account rule is debit the receiver, credit the giver. So who is giving? A is giving. So therefore we are crediting the A's account. Cash account debtor to A's account. Is it clear, all of you? Shall we move on to the second account? And you will get acquainted once we do more problems. Okay. So here, if it is reverse, we paid rupees 5,000 to Mr. A. What would be the entry? Paid rupees 5,000 to Mr. A. Paid, and who is paying? Company. We pass the transactions in view that who is the receiver, who is the giver. Company's point of view, we pass the transactions. So what would be the entry if we paid rupees 5,000 cash to Mr. A? Tell me, any one of you? 7C has left. Nana, can you tell the entry, journal entry? I have given you the entry when we have received. If we have paid, what would be the entry? Debit the receiver.
Debit the receiver.
Yeah, who is receiving? A. A's account debtor to cash account. Reverse. Is it clear, Nana? Company's point of view, is the company receiving or the other person is receiving? If he is receiving, we will debit it. If the other person is giving, we will credit it. Is that clear, all of you? Did you follow, all of you? Now going to the second type of account, real account. Write down the second type of account, real account. These accounts are opened in the name of, these accounts are opened in the name of these accounts are opened in the name of assets such as land, building, furniture, land, building, furniture, cash, and so on. Land, building, furniture, cash, so on. Okay. Now, the rule to pass the journal entry for the real account is debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Write in inverted commas on all of you. Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Now listen carefully. So here we pass the second type of account is real account. The real account refer to all the assets which can be seen, touched and felt, such as furniture. For example, purchased furniture rupees 10,000. Okay, purchased furniture rupees 10,000. How much we have purchased for rupees 10,000? Furniture. What is coming inside the business? If you purchase furniture, what is coming inside the business if you purchase furniture? It's a question, Nana. If you purchase furniture,
Asset.
yeah, furniture is coming in, and what will go out? Cash will go out, isn't it? So, as per the rule of journal entries in the case of real account, debit what comes in, credit what goes out. So, what is coming in if you purchase furniture? Furniture is coming in. What is going out? Cash is going out. So, furniture account debtor to cash account. This is the rule for real account. Is that clear? But sold machinery rupees 1 lakh. So what is going out? Machinery is going out. What is coming in? Cash is coming in. So what comes in? Debit. Cash account debtor to what goes out? Machinery account. Cash account debtor to machinery account. If we sell, what happens? Cash comes in, asset goes out. If we purchase, asset comes in, cash goes out. And what is the rule? Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Is it clear, None, all of you? This is in the case of real account. Just write down. Example, purchased furniture rupees 10,000. Purchased furniture rupees 10,000. Furniture account debtor, the entry is furniture account debtor to cash account. The entry is furniture account debtor to cash account. Now, sold machinery rupees 1 lakh. Sold machinery rupees 1 lakh. Cash account debtor to machinery account. The entry is cash account debtor to machinery account. Is it clear, Nana? Is this clear? Real account, debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Now, the last type of account, nominal account, Nominal, nominal account. The last account is nominal account. This is also known as fictitious account. FICTIous. This is also known as fictitious account. And these are opened in the name of expenses, losses, profits, incomes and gains. Expenses, losses, profits, incomes and gains. Is that clear? And the rule is, write in inverted commas. The rule is debit all expenses and losses. Debit all expenses and losses. Credit all incomes and gains. Credit all incomes and gains. Credit all incomes and gains. So here, what are the expenses? Payment of salary, payment of rent, payment of insurance. These are all known as expenses. And what are incomes? Received of interest, received of discount. Discount allowed is an expense, a discount received is an income. So income received, income, all the incomes and profits would be credited, all the expenses and losses would be debited. For example, write down paid rent rupees 5,000 in cash. Paid rent rupees 5,000 in cash. Rent account debtor to cash account. Debit all expenses. So rent is an expense, isn't it? Rent account debtor to cash account. The second example, received interest rupees 10,000. Received interest rupees 10,000. What is the entry? What would be the entry? This is an income, isn't it? Cash account debtor to interest account. Write down cash account debtor to interest account. Can you see, Nana? Can you see the screen, all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so this is a question like which you will get. Journalize the following transactions. So if you can see the screen, so you have to draw, you leave a ledger folio, draw, divide the page and draw 4 columns. Date column, particulars, debit, credit. Date, particulars, debit, credit. Quickly, all of you take your pencil, scale, divide the page into 4 columns. Have a big column for particulars. First one is date, second one particulars, third one debit, fourth one credit. Are you ready, Nana? Once you are ready, we'll start with the problems.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So here, this is what the question examination problems like this you will get. Journalize the following transactions. He'll give you the question and you have to draw these 4 lines, apply the rules and pass the journal entries. So the first on January 1st, is everyone ready? Is everyone ready? Yes. Is our class ready with the pencil, scale,
Yes,
drawn?
ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So the first transaction is on January 1st, 2010. Commenced business with cash 10 lakhs. So on which point of view you will see? You will see company's point of view. So cash will also come under real account, isn't it? Cash can also be assumed as a real account. And what is coming in to the business? If we start business with cash, what is coming into the business? Cash is coming into the business and going to capital account. So debit what comes in. So cash is coming into the business to start the business. So cash account debtor to capital account. So 10 lakhs in the debit and 10 lakhs in the credit. Okay, write the date January 1st. You have to write in the same way shown in the screen. Cash account debtor to capital account. You have to write the explanation. Being cash, business started with cash. The explanation and you can write in your own words. They shouldn't be any particular format, but being I undal. Okay, you can write being business started with cash, or being business commenced with cash, or being business started. Even a right explanation, but the words should start with being. Is it clear, Nana? Commenced business with cash 10 lakhs. What is coming into the business? As we are starting the business, cash is coming to the business. So cash account debtor to capital account. Where it is going? It's going to capital account. So this is the first transaction that has happened on January 1st. Are there any doubts in this transaction? This is how you have to maintain the journal entries. This is what the first expected question that you have in Unit 4. Journalize the following transactions. Is it clear, Nana? Respond. If you have any doubts, you can ask. Is
Ma'am,
this
debit and credit both are 10 lakhs, ma'am.
both రెండు సేమ్
Credit column is not.
యా ఇది కట్ అయిపోయింది కానీ అది కూడా 10 lakhs కింద రాయాలి. టు క్యాపిటల్ అకౌంట్ అని కింద రాయాలి. డాష్ ఉంది కదా నాన్న, దాని ఆపోజిట్ రాయాలి. ఓకేనా?
Okay.
క్యాష్ అకౌంట్ డేటార్ టు క్యాపిటల్ అకౌంట్. ఇది క్లియర్ గా లేదు. ఇదిగో ఇక్కడ కింద కనపడుతుంది చూడన్నా ఇలాగా. కెన్ యూ సీ ఫర్ ది సెకండ్ ప్రాబ్లం?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, like this you have to do. Now, second one, purchased goods worth 2 lakhs. Now, purchases, what are coming in? Purchases are coming in. What is going out? Cash is going out. So, purchases account data to cash account. Manamu always listen, Nana. పర్చేజెస్ అంటే రా మెటీరియల్ అది మనం రా మెటీరియల్ అని రాయము, పర్చేజెస్ అని రాస్తాం. ఆల్వేస్ రిమెంబర్, ఇఫ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ పర్చేజెస్ we take is purchases. What is coming in? Purchases are coming in, goods are coming in. What is going out? Cash is going out. So purchases account data to cash account. Always what does a company purchase? Raw material, furniture, machinery and so on. And what is the rule? Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. So purchases under raw material, purchases account data to cash account. And what is the explanation? You write being goods purchased for cash 2 lakhs. Is it clear, Nana, all of you? Second transaction, is it clear, all of you? Nana, respond. If you are clear, I'll move on. If not, I'll explain once again. Is the second transaction clear? Purchased goods worth 2 lakhs?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Now going to the third, January 8, sold goods to Mr. Raghu. Sold goods to Mr. Raghu. Mr. Raghu ante this comes under which entry, which account? Mr. Raghu personal account, isn't it? So what is the personal account rule? Debit the receiver, credit the giver. What is the personal account rule? Debit the receiver, credit the giver. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Yeah. Who is receiving? Mr. Raghu is receiving, isn't it? So debit Raghu's account. Mr. Raghu account data to sales account. Is this clear, Nana, all of you? Mr. Raghu account data to sales account. Being goods sold to Mr. Raghu.
Ma'am, we are receiving the cash from Mr. Raghu.
But here it is given in the name. So therefore we have to take in the name. Above first daniki cash. Purchased goods rupees 2 lakhs. Adi cash. Here this may be credit or this may be cash. We don't know, isn't it? So Mr. Raghu personal account, as he is a receiver, we give debit him and we credit the sales account. Is it clear, Nana? Don't get confused. Name వచ్చినప్పుడు name rule apply చేయాలి. Sales purchases in cash, then we apply the real account rule. Is that clear? Next. Any doubt still? Pair వచ్చింది కాబట్టి we have applied personal account rule. What is the rule for personal account? Debit the receiver, credit the giver. Who is receiving? Raghu is receiving. So we debit the Raghu's account and we credit the sales account. Is this clear?
Clear, ma'am.
Ma'am, for the second one, the credit is 12 lakhs.
2 lakhs, Nana. Second is
Then third one, 1 and 1
lakh. Ante 1 lakh. Second is 2 lakhs. Third is 1 lakh. Okay, Nana? Yes?
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Next, going to the Fourth one, salary. Salary comes under third type of account, nominal account. What is the rule there? Debit all expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gains. So is salary paid is an expense or an income? Salary paid is an expense or an income?
Expense.
Expense, isn't it? We pay salary, it is an expense. And expenses, incomes are normal language that we use daily, isn't it? What is income? Cash coming to the business. What is expense? Cash going out of the business. So expense ante mana expenditure. Income ante income what we get. So salary is an expense. So all the expenses and losses to be debited, we debit the salary account, we credit the cash account. Is it clear? Yes or no? The same way even the rent, paid rent. So what we need to debit? Debit all expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gains. So is rent paid an expense? Yes. So therefore we have debited rent account and credited cash account. Did you write all of you? Being rent paid. Being rent paid. All of you finish off all the 5 transactions?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Now, can you see the second question? Can you see the second question, Anna? Generalize the following transactions. Goods worth 30,000 destroyed in fire insurance company admits half the claim. Okay, so what's happening here? The goods worth 30,000 low. We have claimed only 50,000 as the insurance and remaining 50 is in loss. So ఇక్కడ 2 accounts అవుతాయి నాన్న. ఒకటి ఏంటంటే loss to be debited, isn't it? If 100% claim వస్తే we used to take insurance claim account data to purchases account. కానీ ఇక్కడ ఓన్లీ 50% క్లెయిమ్ వచ్చింది, రిమైనింగ్ 50 ఏంటి లాస్. సో మనం గూడ్స్ వర్త్ 30,000 కొన్నాం. We have purchased goods worth rupees 30,000. But what happened? Due to accident, 30,000 low we have lost, out of which we could claim only half, 50%. So what is the entry here? Listen carefully. Loss, all the losses to be debited. How much is the loss? 15,000. And the remaining cash is coming, how much? 15,000 to purchases account. Is that clear? When we have purchased, what happened? 30,000 were lost, out of which we could claim 15,000. Remaining 15,000 were lost. So loss due to fire is 15,000. Insurance claim 15,000 to purchases account 30,000. Is it clear, Nana?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Now going to the next one. Delivery truck repaired. Repaired is an expense. Repair is an expense or an income?
Expense.
Expense. So what would be all the expenses to be? All the expenses to be debited and all the incomes to be credited. So repair is an expense. So repair account data to cash account. Rupees, how much? 40,000.
Ma'am,
Chapna.
ma'am, in first transaction, what is this 30,000, ma'am?
30,000 are the purchases worth goods
Okay.
which has been held with an accident. So
No, ma'am, what is the difference between writing in this debit and credit column?
Nana, we go with double entry bookkeeping. What do you mean by double entry bookkeeping? There would be 2 effects in the books of accounts for each transaction. If one should be debited, the other to be credited. There is a twofold effect. for each and every debit, there would be a corresponding credit. Why? Because if one transaction happens, there are two accounts that would be affected. For example, repairs. For example, furniture. Furniture purchase చేస్తే furniture account affect అవుతుంది, cash account affect అవుతుంది. Furniture sale చేస్తే furniture account affect అవుతుంది, cash account will affect. Repairs account will be affected, cash account will be affected. If we pay in cash. Is it clear, Nana? Every transaction will have impact of two accounts. So therefore, if we debit one, we credit the other. ఎందుకంటే any one transaction low, there would be no two credits or there would be no two debits. If one debit, the other would be credit. To balance and record the transaction. Is that clear? Is that clear, Nana?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So the next one is a check of rupees 20,000 sent to Robert in full settlement of account of 22,000. So cash card we have sent him a check. So the Robert is a personal account. Yes or no? Robert is a personal account. Now you tell me what is the rule for personal account?
Debit the receiver, credit the seller.
So who is receiving? Robert is receiving, isn't it? So we have to debit Robert account. But are we paying him cash? No, we are paying him check. Always remember, Nana, ఎప్పుడైతే చెక్ ఇస్తామో we don't write to cash, to bank అని రాస్తాం. Is it clear? We always write to bank. And what happened here? In full settlement of 22,000, we have given only him 20,000. A check of rupees 20,000 sent to Robert in full settlement of account of 22,000. He has allowed us a discount of 2,000. So what we need to write? Robert account debtor to bank account to discount account 2,000. Bank 20, actual amount is 20, remaining 2,000 he has allowed as a discount. Are you following, Nana? Here you have learned two important things in this transaction. First important thing is whenever we issue a check, we don't write it. Normally, what would be the transaction? Debit the receiver, isn't it? Robert account debtor to cash account. But here we are not giving him cash, we are giving him check. So what we will write? Robert account debtor to bank account. But here what happened? In full settlement of 22, we have issued 20,000 check. What are the remaining 2,000? He gave us a discount. So what would be the entry? The second important thing here is allowed discount of 2,000. So here to bank 20, to discount 2,000. Being a check 20,000 sent to Robert and received discount with 2,000. ఇక్కడ ఏమైనా డౌట్స్ ఉంటే you can ask all of you. This is a next transaction. Whenever we issue check, we'll write bank, we'll not write cash. And here in full settlement of 22,000, we paid only 20. What about the 2,000? He allowed us a discount of 2,000. So what would be the entry? Robert account debtor to bank account to discount account. Is it, Nana? Logic is simple. Once you understand, you are acquainted. If you practice, you can blindly write and get full out of full marks. Here there is no concept of learning anything. The only thing is you just learn the rules, pass the journal entries. That's it. Okay. Okay. Is it clear, Nana? All of you?
Yes,
Any
ma'am.
doubts? Robert transaction, any doubts? Yes? Any doubts?
No.
All of you? Nana, don't hesitate to ask as
Clear.
it's
No, ma'am, clear.
new concept. Once you learn, it would be easy. Next, a sum of rupees 12,000 received from Ahmad against a debt previously written off. A sum of rupees 12,000 received from Ahmad against, who is this, Nana? a sum of rupees 12,000 received from Ahmed against a debt previously written off. So here what happened is this, listen here, a debt which has been previously written off one day, every year what happens, debtors refer to the people who owe to the company. So every year what happens, the company written off certain amount by treating it bad, ante they don't pay to the company. We treat those debts as bad and think that we don't get back that money again. So in such situation, but what happened here, though we have written off it as a bad debt, but we have received 12,000 from Ahmed. So what we do, we have to write what is coming in cash. Cash account debtor to bad debts recovery account. It's not Ahmed account. Why? Because it's not regular income. It is bad debts recovery. So therefore, we write as cash account debtor to bad debts recovery account. Is it clear, Nana? Bad debts ante what do you mean by bad debts is earlier we have treated it bad and we have written off ante తీసేసాం debtors లో నుంచి కానీ now by some efforts they have received 12,000. So what is the entry here? Cash account debtor to bad debts recovery account. If it would have been normal, we would write cash account debtor to who is giving, credit the giver, Ahmed account. We used to write as Ahmed account, but this is bad debts recovery account. So therefore, we are writing as cash account debtor to bad debts recovery account. Okay, is it clear, Nana? No.
Clear, ma'am.
Yeah, salary is yet to be paid rupees 80,000. Normally, if we pay salary, paid salary, what would be the transaction? Paid salary rupees 8,000 ante em ostundana journal entry, salaries come under nominal account. What is the rule for the nominal account? Rule for the nominal account.
Debit the expenses.
Yeah, debit the expenses and losses. So salary is an expense, salary account debtor to cash account. Kani here we didn't pay, outstanding. Salary yet to be paid ante outstanding. What would be the entry? Salary account debtor to outstanding salaries account. Is that clear? Outstanding ante need to pay but not paid. So therefore we say it as outstanding salary account. Salary account debtor to outstanding salary. So you have to carefully see whether it is paid in cash, whether it is paid in check, or whether it is due. Is that clear? Cash ante what would be the entry? Salaries account debtor to cash. If it is check, what would be the entry? Anyone can say? Salaries paid in check rupees 80,000. What would be the entry?
Bank account to employee.
Salary account debtor to bank account. You have to debit the expense. Salary is an expense kada nana. Check anedi bank ante. Instead of cash, we take it in bank. If it is not paid, outstanding salary account. Okay, I am repeating once again. Paid salary rupees 80,000 ante salary account debtor to cash account, normal entry. Then the second thing is, if it is paid in check, salary account debtor to bank account. If it has to be paid but not paid ante salary account debtor to outstanding salaries account. Is it clear, Nana? Is this clear, all of you?
Yes, ma'am. Clear.
Yeah. So we'll start with the another problem. So this is what an extension of journalizing, then ledger. Now, so can you see the screen? All of you, journalize the following transactions, post them in the ledger. Okay, so this is what the next problem. March 1st. What would be the first transaction? Mohan started the business with capital of 95,000. So what would be the entry? Same, cash account debtor to capital account. Cash is coming in to the business. So here What would be the entry? Cash account debtor to capital account. Is this clear, Nana, all of you? The same first entry which we have taken there. Mohan started business with cash, rupees 95,000. The entry is cash account debtor to capital account. Now, second, March 2nd, goods purchased from Ram on credit, 27,000. So if it was not on credit, what would be the transaction? It is credit now. Credit andike Ram. Purchases account debtor to Ram's account. Who is this disturbing the class? Nana, can you see? Second transaction, goods purchased from Ram on credit, 27,000. So here, if it was in cash, goods purchased, then we would have taken purchases account debtor to cash account, but it is on credit, therefore we are writing to Ram. Is this clear? Purchases account debtor to Ram account, being goods purchased on credit. If you remember in the previous problem, we have taken purchased goods worth 50,000. So what was the entry then? Purchases account debtor to cash account. But here, goods purchased from Ram on credit. So here it's on credit from Ram. So therefore, we are taking it as purchases account debtor to Ram account. And what is the entry? What is the rule for this here? As goods are coming in, we debit purchases, and as it is not cash, it is on credit, we are crediting Ram's account to Ram's account. If it would have been on cash, we would have taken to cash account. Okay. Now tell me what is the transaction for bought machinery for rupees 20,000. Unless what credit is then credit తీసుకోవాలి లేకపోతే cash తీసుకోవాలి. ఇక్కడ ఏమీ ఇవ్వలేదు కాబట్టి if he gives nothing, we assume it as cash. Okay. Now you have purchased machinery for rupees 20,000. Machinery ante comes under which account? Purchased machinery worth 20,000.
Machinery account.
Machinery account దేని కింద వస్తుందన్నా? Which account కింద వస్తుంది? Is it nominal? Is it real? Or is it personal?
Real account.
Real account.
What is the entry for real account? Rule and none real account ki
Debit what comes in.
credit what goes out. So what is coming in?
Machine.
Machinery account debtor to cash account. Is it clear? Machinery account debtor to cash account. So this is what the transaction. Okay. Is it clear, Nana? Bought machinery for rupees 20,000. Now March 5th, sold goods to Sham for rupees 29,000 in cash. So what would be the entry? Sham. Sham is a receiver or Sham is a giver?
Receiver.
Receiver to be debited or credited?
Receiver debited.
Yeah, receiver to be debited, but here it is cash, isn't it? So what we need to do, cash account debtor to sales account. If it would have been on credit, we would have taken Sham account debtor to sales account, but here it is cash. So cash account debtor to sales account. Nana, don't get confused between cash and credit. Okay. Cash ante will take cash. If it is credit, we'll take the name of the person who is a receiver or who is a giver. Okay. In the above also purchases లో credit కాబట్టి name తీసుకున్నాం, cash తీసుకోలేదు. ఇక్కడ cash కాబట్టి we have taken sales but not the name of Sham. Is this clear? If it have been on credit, we would have taken to Sham. Cash account debtor to sales account. Now coming to the next transaction, cash paid to Ram. So what is coming into the business? Sorry, Ram. Ram is the receiver, isn't it? So receiver Ram account debtor to cash account. Is this clear? Ram is a personal account. So personal account, debit the receiver, credit the giver. We have paid cash. Ram is the receiver. Ram account debtor to cash account. Okay. Now the next entry is return goods to Ram, rupees 500. Return goods to Ram, rupees 500. So what would be the entry? We have purchased and we have found certain defects and we have returned goods to Ram. Is this clear, Nana? మనము గూడ్స్ రామ్ నుంచి పర్చేస్ చేసాం క్రెడిట్ లో కానీ ఏమైంది వన్స్ we have received the goods we have identified certain defects of worth rupees 500 so we have returned him. Okay, so we have returned him. So personal account, who is receiving? Ram is receiving. So Ram account debtor to purchase returns account. Ram account debtor to purchase returns account. What we have purchased here, we have returned it. See here, in the second transaction, goods purchased from Ram on credit, 27,000. Return goods to Ram, 5 out of 27. We have found 500 defects, so we have returned him. Ram ante personal account. What is the rule for personal account? Debit the receiver. As Ram is receiving the goods, we have debited Ram account. And what we have credited? We have credited purchase returns. Is it clear, Nana? Once you are acquainted with the problems, you will get acquainted with the formulas, rules, and the journal entries. So don't be panic, don't get tensed. If you are not understanding anything, if it looks Greek and Latin, just first learn the rules to pass the journal entries. Then you can easily pass the entries and the questions that have been given. Is that clear? Now next, sold goods to Vishal on credit. So sold goods to Vishal on credit as receiver is Vishal. As it is on credit, we have taken Vishal account debtor to sales account. If it had been cash, what would be the entry?
Excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am, goods come under which account and machinery come under which account? Do they both come under same account?
Same account. Kani, if it is personal account, we can take personal account. రెండు accounts affect అయితే కూడా the entry would be the same. None. Goods అంటే purchases or sales. Sales
Purchases.
Purchases అంటే raw material. Purchases is also real account. Sales kuda real account. Is that clear? What is
Yes,
the
ma'am.
rule for real account? Debit what comes in, credit what goes.
What goes out?
Yeah. Or simultaneously, you can even recheck with the personal account. Vishal is a personal. What would be the entry? Debit the receiver, credit the giver. So who is receiving?
With the receive. Vishal.
Vishal to sales.
Yes,
అదే
ma'am.
ఒకవేళ క్యాష్ అయితే ఏమొస్తుందన్న ఎంట్రీ బిజినెస్ లో మనము సేల్స్ చేసాము రియల్ అకౌంట్ క్యాష్ అయితే ఎంట్రీ ఏమొస్తుంది వాట్ ఈస్ కమింగ్ ఇన్ క్యాష్
account.
యా క్యాష్ టు సేల్స్ ఓకే క్యాష్ టు సేల్స్
Yes, ma'am.
యా ఇట్ ఈస్ హియర్ ఇట్ ఈస్ ఆన్ క్రెడిట్ అందుకే విశాల్ పైన కూడా క్రెడిట్ అందుకే రామ్ పర్చేజెస్ కి సో పర్చేజెస్ క్రెడిటా క్యాషా చూసుకోవాలి ఏమి ఇవ్వకపోతే ఏమని అజ్యూమ్ చేసుకోవాలి యూ హ్యావ్ టు అజ్యూమ్ ఇట్ as క్యాష్ ఓకే now going to next one bought furniture for rupees 12,500. Now what is furniture account? Furniture comes under which account?
Real account.
Real account.
Yeah, what is the rule?
Debit what comes in.
What if you purchase furniture, what comes in?
Furniture.
Furniture account debtor to cash account. How much? 12,500. Is it clear, Nana? March 11th, furniture account debtor to cash account. Now going to the next transaction, cash sales 8,500. Now cash sales at a business lo kemostadi. What will come inside the business? Cash sales అయితే what will come in the business if you sell in cash goods?
Cash account to sales.
Very good. Cash account data to sales account. Debit what comes in? Sales ante cash is coming in, goods are going out. So cash account data to sales account. Is that clear? Now goods returned from Vishal. విశాల్ మనం విశాల్ కి సేల్స్ చేసాం కదా ఏ ట్రాన్సాక్షన్ క్రెడిట్ మీద విశాల్ టు సేల్స్ ఇజంట్ ఇట్ 18,000 లో he has returned us how much 3,500. okay who is giving విశాల్ అంటే పర్సనల్ అకౌంట్ ఓకే విశాల్ అంటే పర్సనల్ అకౌంట్ ఇక్కడ 2 అకౌంట్స్ నో నాన్న మీరు కన్ఫ్యూజ్ అవ్వద్దు బండ గుర్తులు ఇవే పెట్టుకోవాలి what are the rules that you have to be thorough with. Like we can check this into sales returns ante we have sold but because of the defect he has returned us. So what is coming in? Goods. Sales are coming in, isn't it? So we are debiting sales to Vishal, or you can recheck it with the personal account. Vishal is giving us, isn't it? So here credit the giver. So sales returns account data to Vishal account. అర్థమైందన్నా యూ కెన్ చెక్ ఇట్ ఇన్ ట్వైస్ విచ్ ఎవర్ ఈస్ ఈజీ ఫర్ యూ కెన్ గో విత్ దట్ రియల్ అకౌంట్ వుడ్ బి నార్మల్లీ ఈజీ యూ కెన్ గో విత్ రియల్ అకౌంట్ ఆర్ యూ కెన్ గో విత్ పర్సనల్ అకౌంట్ వెన్ ఎవర్ ద నేమ్ కమ్స్ ద రూల్ ఈస్ డెబిట్ ద రిసీవర్ క్రెడిట్ ద గివర్. సో హూ ఈస్ గివింగ్ అస్ గూడ్స్? విశాల్. సో వి క్రెడిట్ విశాల్ అకౌంట్, వి డెబిట్ ది సేల్స్ రిటర్న్స్ అకౌంట్. ఈజ్ ఇట్ క్లియర్ నాన్న? దెన్ రిసీవ్డ్ విశాల్ క్యాష్ 10,000. So who is giving us cash? What is coming into the business? Cash, or credit the giver. So who is giving us cash? Vishal is giving. So we credit the Vishal account and debit the cash account. Now the last is cash purchases. Now you tell me what is coming into the business? Cash purchases. Look. You have purchased raw material worth 11,200.
Purchases account to cash account.
Yeah, very good, very good. Purchase account data to cash account, being purchases made with cash. Okay. All of you practice these three, and if you have all-in-one, you can practice all the all-in-one journal entry problems. Okay. All-in-one journal entry problems, past journal entries. The only standard for this is the 3 rules. Personal account, debit the receiver, credit the giver. Real account, debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Nominal account, all the expenses to be debited, all the incomes to be credited. So, and all this would be keeping in point of view what is coming into the business, what is going out to the business, who is giving us, whom we are giving. And is it an income to the company or is it an expense to the company? So this is what you have to remember. And you have the next important thing is whether it is cash or credit. Credit aithe will take in the name, and if it is check, we'll take in the name of what? If we issue check, what will take?
Bank account.
Very good, bank account. And if we have given goods and they have returned us, we open a goods returned account. And if we have sold, and if we return it, purchase returns. If they return us, sales returns. Is this clear, Nana? I'll just forward this to you, all of you, so that you can do you have all-in-one, all of you? If not, I'll just scan photos. I'll send you in the WhatsApp so that you can practice it. Anna, do you have?
No, ma'am.
No? None of you have?
No.
ఎవరికి లేదన్న ఆల్ ఇన్ వన్ యూ డోంట్ యూజ్ ఆల్ స్టెప్ వాట్ ఈస్ ఇట్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు చెక్ అండర్ విచ్ అకౌంట్ will it come in personal account, real account, or nominal account. Second step is whether we should debit it or whether we should credit it. What should you do, whether you have to debit it or whether you have to credit it. What is coming into the business, what is going out of the business, that you have to check. And whether the other person is the receiver or whether the other person is the giver, that you have to check. to the business. And the third is whether the account is an income or the account is an expense. Income should be credited, expenses to be debited. The other would be cash. If it is on check, it would be bank. If it is not paid, it is outstanding. Okay, outstanding ante what? What do you mean by outstanding? Should pay but didn't pay, yet to be paid expenses are known as outstanding expenses. Is it clear, Nana? ఇంకా నేను ఒక 3-4 ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ పంపిస్తాను, అవి కూడా ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయండి. యూ విల్ బి పర్ఫెక్ట్ బై వెడ్నెస్డే.